The Bible is a book filled with incredible stories. These stories have been told and retold for thousands of years. They teach us about faith and courage. They offer glimpses of hope and resilience. The stories of the Bible continue to inspire people all around the world. Let's explore some of these timeless tales. These stories are not just ancient history, they are full of meaning for our lives today. We can learn from the bravery of the heroes and the wisdom of the teachings. We can find comfort in the promises and hope for the future. The Bible is a complex and multifaceted book. It contains different genres of writing. It spans centuries of history, but at its heart are stories that speak to the human experience. These stories can guide us, they can challenge us, they can inspire us to live with greater purpose and meaning. Let's begin our journey through these powerful narratives. A baby was born in a humble stable. His name was Jesus. His birth was no ordinary event. It was heralded by angels and a bright star in the sky. This baby, born in Bethlehem, was destined to change the world. Prophecies had long foretold the arrival of a Messiah. The Messiah would be a savior, a king, a leader of great compassion and wisdom. Many believed that Jesus was this promised Messiah. However, not everyone celebrated his birth. King Herod, the ruler of Judea, felt threatened by the news. He feared that Jesus would challenge his power. In a cruel attempt to eliminate this potential rival, Herod ordered the killing of all baby boys in Bethlehem. But Jesus was protected. Warned by an angel, his parents, Mary and Joseph, fled with him to Egypt. They stayed there until it was safe to return. This marked the beginning of Jesus' extraordinary life. It was a life that would be marked by both danger and destiny. Even as a child, Jesus displayed remarkable wisdom. At the age of 12, he traveled with his family to Jerusalem for Passover. There, he became separated from his parents. They found him in the temple courts, listening to the teachers and asking them insightful questions. The teachers were amazed by his understanding. They marveled at his knowledge of the scriptures. Mary and Joseph were astonished by their son's wisdom. This event foreshadowed the profound impact Jesus would have as a teacher and spiritual leader. As Jesus grew older, he continued to learn and observe. He worked alongside his earthly father, Joseph, as a carpenter. He lived a simple life rooted in faith and community. He prepared for the day when he would begin his ministry. Jesus' early life was a time of preparation. He grew in wisdom and stature. He developed a deep connection with God. He nurtured a heart full of compassion for humanity. His early years laid the foundation for the extraordinary life he was about to lead. At the age of 30, Jesus began his public ministry. He traveled throughout the region, preaching a message of love, forgiveness, and compassion. He called people to turn away from sin and to follow him. His teachings resonated with those who longed for hope and healing. Jesus' ministry was also marked by extraordinary miracles. He healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, and even raised the dead. These acts of power demonstrated his divine nature. They also revealed his deep empathy for humans. Through his parables, Jesus taught profound truths in simple yet memorable ways. He spoke about the importance of faith, humility, and love for one another. His teachings challenged societal norms and emphasized the value of every human being. Jesus' ministry attracted a diverse group of followers. They were drawn to his message of hope, his acts of compassion, and his unwavering faith. These disciples would become his closest companions and carry on his teachings after his death. They would spread his message throughout the world. Section 5. Betrayal and Sacrifice. the crucifixion of Jesus. Despite his message of love and peace, Jesus faced growing opposition. Religious leaders saw him as a threat to their authority. Roman officials feared his influence on the people. As his popularity grew, so did the plots against him. One of Jesus' own disciples, Judas Iscariot, betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. Judas led the authorities to Jesus, identifying him with a kiss. Jesus was arrested and brought before the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate. Despite finding no fault in him, Pilate bowed to the demands of the crowd and condemned Jesus to death by crucifixion. This brutal form of execution involved nailing a person to a wooden cross. It was a slow and agonizing death. Jesus endured the pain and humiliation of crucifixion with remarkable strength and compassion. Even as he suffered, he prayed for his tormentors, asking God to forgive them. His death on the cross is a testament to his boundless love for humanity. In a world filled with corruption and violence, Noah was a beacon of righteousness. God chose him to build an ark, a massive vessel, to save his family and pairs of every living creature from a great flood. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rains fell, but Noah's faith never wavered. When the waters finally receded, a new beginning awaited. Born into a time of oppression, Moses' early life was marked by divine intervention. From being hidden in a basket to being raised in Pharaoh's palace, his journey was extraordinary. Called by God through a burning bush, Moses led the Israelites out of Egyptian bondage. Through plagues and miracles, he guided them towards the promised land, showcasing unwavering faith and leadership. In India, in the valley of Ela, young David faced the giant Goliath. Armed with just a sling and 5 smooth stones, David's faith in God gave him the courage to confront the formidable warrior. With a single, well-aimed stone, he brought Goliath down, proving that faith and courage can overcome even the greatest of obstacles. These stories from ancient times carry timeless lessons. They remind us of the power of faith, the importance of courage, and the value of perseverance. Whether facing a flood, leading a people, or confronting a giant, these narratives inspire us to believe in something greater and to act but with conviction and intention in our own lives.